Okay, 2 things before we start. No, 3 things. I lied. 3. No, like 4 things before we start. First, my hair is red, so that's why the hat's off, because I wanted to share with you guys that my hair is red, and I'm really fucking excited about that. Second of all, I don't even know if I said first of all, but second of all, I'm using a new editing software and a new camera, so bear with me while I use it. I guess that was like my second and third point. So third/4th of all is that I have a new little like animated intro that I made, and I'm just so excited. And yeah, those were all my... Oh, and last thing, I'm not used to having a viewfinder, so if you see me looking over here and not at you, over there, not at you, it's because I'm narcissistic. So yeah, here we go. Wasn't that so cool? Tell me that was so cool. Oh my god, I'm so happy about that intro. Oh my god. Hi guys, my name is Lacey, Speak Lips and Fat Hips, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For me, this is long awaited. I was gonna say this is long awaited. It's not like you guys are knocking on my door like, where's the fucking review, Lacey? But for me, like, I've been wanting to review this for weeks, and I feel like I'm late now. Everyone and their mom has reviewed it. I don't care. I'm still going to because I'm excited about this palette. Today we're talking about the BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival palette. I'm going to try to get this video within a reasonable time length because I know that all of my videos stretch on and on. I'm very long-winded. I tell a lot of stories. You guys are angels for putting up with me. You know what you signed up for. Like I said, this is the BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival palette, and I've wanted to review this the second I got it because this palette is so freaking exciting and inspiring to me. I said in my Strobe Cosmetics Creepy Cute review that that was a palette that really made me feel inspired when it was released, because a lot of makeup can seem like overwhelming and boring and too much and like you have it already. That was one that really excited me. This is another one that really excited me. 1, because these colors are incredible, and 2, because it's BH Cosmetics and it's affordable as hell. And I know affordability is subjective. What could be affordable to me might not be affordable to you. But just in terms of makeup and accessible eyeshadow palettes and accessible colorful eyeshadow palettes, this is like $18.99 normally, and I've already seen it on like 100 different sales since it's come out last month. So hell yeah, BH Cosmetics. So first impressions, just looking at the palette. Let's see if we can get a good close-up. First impressions is that I thought the eyeshadows themselves would be a little bit bigger. Just overall. I don't know why I was thinking that. I think I was expecting them more to be... Hold on, let me grab it. For some reason, when I saw the picture of this palette online, I thought the shadows would be this size. This is the BH Cosmetics Club Tropicana Foiled Eyeshadow Palette. So just like holding them side by side, they're a lot smaller. Again, it's just me. It's just probably like this is my most used experience with ColourPop with BH Cosmetics. These specific ones in the Weekend Festival palette are more like ColourPop size eyeshadow pans. Doesn't bother me. I'm just saying that this is a smaller palette than what I thought it would be. And just so you know, when I say that these are about ColourPop size, this is a standard ABH shadow. And it's, I don't know if you can tell, bigger than what's in the pan of these BH palettes. So think, like I said 100 times now, the kind of smaller, more value-sized pans that you would get in like a ColourPop palette. I will say though, for such little pans, this palette packs a damn punch. This formula, BH Cosmetics, by the off chance that you find this video and you're watching this, make everything you ever do this formula from now on. The mattes in this palette are fucking incredible. They're so dense. They're so pigmented, they blend so nicely, and then you get a nice variety of like different types of shimmer shades in this palette. So for instance, you get these more chunky metallic shades up top, and then you also get some more like satiny ones that have like a finer glitter grain, so it's not as metallic. And you get some of these like satin, almost like matte shades, like this one down here called Candy, where you could probably use this as a matte in your crease if you're not someone who likes to use shimmer in your crease, and be totally fine. This is a gorgeous palette. You get so much color. But the thing about this palette, I saw, I believe it was MakeupStruggles rearrange it in like a gradient. This actually has way more neutrals in it than you think it does. So you see these kind of pops of browns over here, But when you put them all together, like she did in her video, and like push all the colors to the side, you're not getting too many colors. So yes, you're getting like these wonderful blues and greens, these pinks and stuff, but there's just enough neutrals, browns, oranges, yellows, things in that range, so that someone who is scared by color, someone who doesn't have a lot of colorful makeup, maybe doesn't want that much colorful makeup, like this to me is very beginner friendly as far as like color schemes go. It would be so simple to just do neutral in the crease, like deepen it up, and then throw one of these pops on the lid for that super impactful like pop look that people like to shit on, but I think looks pretty cool. Or you could just do like a neutral kind of eye and then throw one of these maybe on the lower lash line in the inner corner, give yourself a pop. Like this is so beginner friendly, especially for the price. Like I really, maybe I'm jumping ahead of myself, but I feel like I can so strongly recommend this palette for those two reasons. Because the price point is unbelievable, and now also BH Cosmetics is at Ulta, which means you can use your Ulta coupons, you can use your points, and it will apply. And they're already having BH Cosmetics sales on Ulta and stuff. It's just wonderful. And just because of the variety you get with just the right amount of browns, it's like user friendly. This is such a user friendly palette, even if at first glance looking at it you're like, holy shit, that's more color than I would ever know what to do with. The thing that I truly love the most though, like I said, this matte formula blows my mind. It almost reminds me of Strobe because of its density. I'm not saying, like, I think I call the Strobe Cosmetics palette like if eyeshadows were pudding, and I stand by that because of those are like weirdly pigmented, thick, dense shadows. These aren't quite there. These actually kind of, to me, remind me a lot of ColourPop mattes. They just really pack a damn punch. They're so super pigmented. And I have on multiple occasions forgotten to put eyeshadow primer on and then put these on my lids and everything still blends beautifully. I still get the same impact as if I would have put an eyeshadow primer base down. I know this is kind of messy, but just for the record, those were the swatches of those three colors. Now I need a makeup wipe. But yeah, this palette, it's cruelty free. I don't believe it's vegan, unfortunately. It is cruelty free. It has a 24-month shelf life, which is, most palettes are a year. It's, like I said, affordable. It's BH Cosmetics. Like, I'm just a broken record at this point. I so deeply highly recommend this palette. Because I've had it for so long before doing this review, I've gotten a chance to use every single shadow in the palette, and there's not one that I'm mad about. Color-wise, I feel like there could have been some things swapped. Formula-wise, I'm not mad at any of them. I feel like this candy shade could have, because it's just kind of like a orangey brown, could have been swapped for maybe like a matte green to go with the shimmery green. And like these two yellows, wait, not these two yellows, these two like bronzy shades rather, Magical and Flash, I feel like they're similar enough that maybe one of them could have gotten kicked out for like another more colorful shade. That's the only thing, is I feel like for me, maybe there's one or two too many neutral colors, and maybe a couple that are just a little bit too close to each other, but that's really my only complaint. I don't care about the differences in the shimmer. I like that they give you that variety. There's a couple duochromes in here. You can see I've already, I don't know if you can tell, but I've stuck a fingernail in one already, so you know I like it because I've already abused it. Good stuff. I'm gonna do my swatches and then wrap the palette part of this review up. In true Spooky Lips and Fat Hips fashion, I'm going to attempt to swatch on my arm. We'll see how straight I get the swatches. I'm going to be going this row, this row. I might have to do two rows at a time because I want to fit them all. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so definitely a good call only doing 2 rows at a time. These are the first 2 rows of the palette. These mattes, I really can't say enough how absolutely impressed I am with their pigmentation. Like, holy shitsies. Maybe I'll swatch the other 2 rows on this arm. Okay, so these are the 2 rows of swatches. I'll show you the second 2 rows a little bit more up close. I apologize that my swatches are always just a hot mess, but you know what? This is what it is. I think these speak for themselves. These are really impressive. The only thing that I want to bring up is that some of these more chunky metallic shades, like Neon and Solstice, you probably need either a glitter glue or a wet brush to really make pop. But, oh, one other thing I would change, or that I have a complaint about, is that the only real like deepening shade for me is this brown hipster shade, which that name annoys the crap out of me. I wish there might have been like a deep blue matte or like a deep purple matte or something, maybe a deep red. I don't know, just a little bit more depth. Like one shade to add a little bit more depth. That's just me. But yeah, I really just, no complaints at all. Worth it for the mattes themselves. Such a good palette. I've been having so much fun using this and coming up with looks for it. And for some reason I keep getting drawn to the pinks, but that's the life I live. Also, I will have a get ready with me going up using this palette. I'm not saying it's educational. I'm not saying it's helpful. I'm not saying you're going to learn anything. But you can see me in action using the palette if that helps you at all. I will take off my glasses and show you guys my eye look up close. Not saying I'm a makeup artist, but I have fun using this palette. And then one last thing, I got the makeup brush set that also was released with the palette. Again, similar to the eyeshadows, I kind of thought all of these brushes would be just like a hair bigger. I know it's kind of weird to say, especially the face brushes. I just feel like they're an eensy bit on the tiny side, but that doesn't bother me. I know they all look like fresh out of the package just because I've done a phenomenal job cleaning them. I have used all of them. These three face brushes I love because I love this bigger, like, fluffier brush, the #1 brush for bronzer, like a really diffused bronzy look, and then I can contour with this #3 angled brush. I like doing blush with the #2 brush, just like when you see the beauty gurus like do that little spot thing that no one ever does because we all are heathens with our blush. And then these eye brushes, good arrangement. I probably would never use this liner brush unless I get over myself and start using pot gel liner. I like this fluffy crease brush. I like these packer brushes. I like this little super thin angled brush. The only one I haven't really used, I would consider this like a concealer brush. I never tend to use brushes like that. They're pink and black, which I love. They have like a soft matte touch, like think NARS packaging. I just think they're super nice. They're super practical. It's not like it's not a brush set that you're going to be buying just for how cute it is. You're going to like using these. They're nice and soft. They're synthetic. No complaints. Also hella affordable. Put them in this cute little skull jar that I got from Target years ago. I'm so spooky cute. But yeah, that's everything. That's my review. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. Can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with the prices. You can't go wrong with the accessibility now that they're at Ulta. And I just think they're cute and good for beginners, good for non-beginners, good for experts. Not that I consider myself an expert by any means, but you know what I mean. Like, I feel like beginners and people who are more comfortable with colorful makeup and with eyeshadow in general would all get the same level of enjoyment out of this palette. Just 2 thumbs up from me. Knocking makeup on the ground because I did a get right with me and then didn't clean up before I did this video. But yeah, that's everything. Let me know your thoughts on the BH Cosmetics Festival collection down below. I didn't get any of the liquid eyeshadows just because I know me. I'm not going to use them. It's just not my bag, baby. And that's that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit like, subscribe, hit the bell if you haven't already, and I realize that's obnoxious and every YouTuber says it, but really, YouTube has decided that just because you're subscribed doesn't necessarily mean anyone wants to watch your videos. You have to go the extra mile now. Whatever. If you do it, I appreciate it. Talk to me down below. I love chatting with you guys, you know this. And yeah, hopefully I will get my get ready with me up next, and that'll be that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!